In America, most prostitutes choose to become so. Nuclear Knight, I don't see why you're trying to stifle women's rights, which is not what feminism is about, and which it appears that you're doing by being against prostitution. Now, you don't have to condone something to support other people's rights to do that thing. Why don't you want people to have the right to be prostitutes if they want? You're saying, you're such an authoritarian. I mean, you're like, and that becomes apparent in the way you say that prostitution is institutionalized rape. And it's not rape. Women choose to fucking become prostitutes. It's not like, some pimp comes off the street and fucking slaps them around. No, the pimp, I don't condone pimping at all. I don't think pimping, I think women should, they should do it themselves or something. I don't know. I think that, like for an organization of pimp or an organization of prostitution, I think it should be completely run by the prostitute. Like I guess kind of workers' own thing or whatever. But I think I'm not sure. I'm not saying how to do this. I'm just saying I think women should have the right to do it. I think people should have the right to hurt themselves. And you don't. That's why you're an authoritarian. You think people are too stupid to not to understand that they're hurting themselves, I think. And I think you're really naive, and you seem to just make these statements. I mean, you're a cool person, Nuclear Knight, and you know what? I have many friends that I disagree with on a lot of shit. But sometimes you just piss me the fuck off with some of your things, You act like women are, coerced or forced into being a prostitute, which is completely untrue. See, women today, these days, it's not like it used to be. Women could get a job just as easily as men. You know what? I was working at UPS in the warehouse, which is a physical, like, heavy lifting job. Guess what? My best friend that was there at UPS was a girl, and there was like 3 or 4 girls on my on my crew. We were doing heavy lifting. They were lifting too. You know what? I think it's bullshit. If a woman doesn't want to fucking be a stripper or a prostitute, then get a regular job. It's not that fucking hard. Is evidenced by what I just said. I mean, I don't know. If I see this chick around, I will, like, straight up videotape. I'll interview her ass. You know what? And the other thing, if you don't want a regular job, go to fucking school. If you want to make money, go to school. If you don't want to be a prostitute, you don't want to be a stripper, you don't want to get a regular job and not make shit, then go to fucking school. And Nuclear Knight, it seems to me that you're the one that's calling women objects and things. See, I consider prostitutes as human as everybody else. I don't see any woman as an object. I mean, but maybe that's just me. I mean, well, obviously it's just me. I mean, there's obviously probably more men are chauvinists than not, but I don't view women as things, and I think Nuclear Knight, I think you unintentionally come across as saying this, but another thing is, I find it funny how you never say anything about male prostitutes. What? I mean, all I hear you saying about is how much it hurts women, how much it hurts you guys to sell your body. Oh, fucking bullshit. Just like I just said, go to school, get a job. You know what? That is just the biggest pile of shit I've ever heard. 'Cause there are male prostitutes too. And you know what? Don't even give me any bullshit like, oh, well, it's fun for males. You know what? Bullshit. You want to know the kind of chicks that fucking get male prostitutes, think about this. The kind of chicks that get male prostitutes are probably a lot worse than the kind of men that get female prostitutes. Because, you know, regular men get female prostitutes. You know, I mean, like, I'm not the kind of person who would, I've never had the need, actually. You know, I've never been so desperate as to, I need to pay for sex, and I never will. But, another thing you get very blaringly wrong, at least in my opinion, is the fact that men don't control sex. Men do not control sex, period. Women do. Women, I mean, think about that. You know, you see all these sitcoms that model human life, and you know, you always get the wife like, nope, they turn around and sleep facing the other way in the bed. You know, if men controlled sex, they'd be like, you know what, bitch, fuck me right now. That shit doesn't fucking happen. No, especially once you're married. And once you're fucking married, you are fucked. The woman controls you. And you know what? That's not a bad thing. You know, I think women deserve that. You know, I mean, their whole life they've probably been, you know, kept down by the man, as you say. I mean, at least to some extent. But I'm sorry. I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying. I don't think. I just disagree with you. How about that? Okay? You know, prostitutes, I think people should have the right to hurt themselves, honestly. That's why I support drugs, too.